Good morning, everybody. How are you today? This is more of a natural podcast, completely different to what I'm trying to do, but I believe that I have a voice to continue this conversation and dialogue. I would love to have guests come in on this podcast and we can talk and see where we can change the narrative of a whole community that I am a part of. And it's not just my community being attacked, but it's the whole quote unquote urban society. Let's say city living, because urban to me makes me think of countrysides and green living and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's deep. It's deeper than it all. And for things to change, society needs to crash. Like, it needs to be on its bum. It needs to completely crash. And the only way this can happen is by the people. You know, we are greater than society, but we are the ones in society, the ones that are not the government. We are the ones that are being told what to do. But yet we are the ones that are doing what we're told to do. And some things aren't, let's say some things aren't voluntary. Some things are voluntary. A lot of things are voluntary and submissive and unconsciously apparent. They're consciously done. They are there. And what I'm talking about is my community, which is British, Black, Caribbean community. I'm British, background's Caribbean, Jamaican, and my phone is charging. But we're going to talk and I'm going to charge it. And you're going to be with me while I get ready. So, I'm just saying that, you know, the community, the youth centres, the ideas of closeness and separation is apparent, right? We have this thing in the community where as soon as someone has money, all of a sudden they want to move away from the community. They want to go to, let's say, more of a white society instead of building up the community and promoting leveling up to other people that may find it difficult. Do you understand? There's a word called something is difficult. Something is not easy to do where other people can help. We can all help each other or all start a narrative that goes to other people, that other people can reflect on and, you know, be inspired by. It's so easy to put your back against what you know. So the communities that I see that are close in the community are the ones that go to church, they're religious. They're religious and they have a way to accumulate finances and build up their own families and keep a community close. We need more of that, but not everyone is religious. Not everyone believes the same. And if you're British born, Caribbean, and you're a third generation Caribbean or third generation from anywhere, sometimes you forget your culture. And within my culture, it's so easy to forget it. A lot of people just think that being Caribbean or being Jamaican is all about music and dancing and smoking and all that. Listen, there's more to it. But because that's stereotyped, that's what we're going to get. That's what we're going to see. That's what we're going to expect, you know. So you give what you expect. But there's more. There's more in the land. There's more to the land than that. A lot of the music is like an ingredient for fail. It's an ingredient to fail the community, to keep them as concubines and captivity, keep the minds at captivity, keep the minds captivated in this mindset that they have to trap and the girls have to go out and hot girl summer and all that. Hot girl summer, by the time it's autumn, how does it feel? Just to be looked at by the way you look and not by who you are, you know? If you think about it, look at the people that are selling the clothes and the hair to the women. They're not black people, they're Asian people, they're not black people. And they're the ones that are getting rich by us and watching us attack each other for a little piece of hair that don't even belong to us. That hair doesn't belong to us. I'm not saying that women can't look nice and we can't dress up and this, that, the other. It's all nice, it's all good, but at the end of the day, it's the energies that's in it, the energies that are being drilled and being forced and being put upon our people that we're happily stepping into. So happy to do what we do. We're so happy to listen to music, and music's beautiful. Music is beautiful, but music is powerful as well. Music is a spell. Yeah. Music is a spell, and it's all right for these producers to keep pushing the narrative. Keep pushing the trapping and all that. Keep pushing the women, calling themselves bees and hoes and all of that. It's not right. It's not good. Because if a man called me that, then it's all arms house. But it's all right for me to call myself that. It's not. I'm a big woman now, so the women have to be women now. We have to be women. We have to be more responsible over our babies and over our lives and our lifestyles and what we choose to do and who we choose to be. You know? There are a lot of single home houses and single parents and stuff. There is. There's a lot of it. And we need to show up and change the narrative. It needs to change. It really does. It really does. It's the demise of a whole community, and now we're all on the internet. It's closer than ever before. It's so closer. We're closer to America right now. British culture and American culture are the lines are getting more closed in. The lines are getting more invisible. Soon we wouldn't know the difference between America and British culture because we're all adopting the same mentality, you know? We're trying to get on the bandwagon. Get excited for Instagram. I'd rather hear people on Instagram trying to empower each other and tell each other to wake up now, wake up. Yeah, the music that you're listening to, you're living that lifestyle. Without you even knowing, you are living in that lifestyle. You are doing exactly what that music is doing. But yet the person that's playing the music to you and pushing it out to you, they're not poor like you. Them rappers are not poor like you, right? They're not poor, but they're still keeping you in that mindset. They're still keeping you poor. Poor mindset, poor reality, poor choices, pure mentality, pure reality. All of that is becoming real. Yeah, and we know that music has power, and music is a spell. All the frequencies that they are pushing out is a spell. Don't you know that your body is sacred, right? Men's bodies are sacred. Women's bodies are sacred. Yeah, it's beautiful, powerful sacredness. And when you talk about your body and your sacredness and all organs in your body, now you are a satanical person because you believe in yourself. How is going from praying to, now I'm talking about religion now, how is going to praying to a god or, idolizing a celebrity any better than you loving your body and loving yourself and respecting yourself? More important than that, the minute people start loving on themselves and respecting their bodies and going within, that's the only way that we can go outside and create a better life for our children, It all starts within. It all starts with us. It all starts with our bodies. It all starts with our minds. It all starts with inside. You don't start from outside. I can't go to church and pray and ask for a better life when I leave that church and I'm not doing no different on the street. I'm not doing no different for these kids on the street, You got older women hating on the younger children and not explaining to them, okay, darling, you are absolutely beautiful. You do not need to be out here wasting your younger years lying down with all these different men. That's not exciting. It's not, because at the end of the day, your mental health will decline and you'll realise that just because you put makeup on and you got this hair and you got that now these men are entitled to have you or entitled to look after you or they owe you now. Listen, you brought that hair, you brought them clothes, you put that makeup on, you did that for yourself. Amazing. But that doesn't mean that other people are entitled to you. Yeah, get your mind straight first. The outside is the outside. It's just a cover. It's just temporary. The mind is not temporary. The mind is permanent. Do you understand? The mind is always going to be inside your brain. Your head is on your body. Yeah? You can look after the outside of you, but make sure you're looking after the inside of you. Make sure you know who you are within. So when you're outside and you're showing off with the outside, it all matches. That can't match. If it's all different, if it's not synchronized, it cannot match, it cannot go together. None of it can fit together. It don't fit like a jigsaw puzzle. You understand? You got people out there in relationships where they're looking at other people. They're looking at other people for inspiration. I wish I was with that guy because he's got more money. He's got this, that, they will listen. That man that's got more money, yeah, he may not love you. He may not look after you. He may not have you. Right? We're at this point where if you say the wrong word, the whole world crumbles. Say the wrong thing, the whole world crumbles. So no one's out here to look at accountability, understanding and realising where they come from first before they can change the future. You can't change the future without going backwards and understanding and realising that we're all being programmed into what's going on now, into society that's happening now. We're all led like puppets on a string, So, social media is flinging it in our faces to the point where when I see something empowering about my people, about black people, my heart starts singing and my heart starts dancing to the point where that feels so beautiful. There's certain things that are sacred to my culture, like twerking and spirituality and meditating and, people, they smoke and we have a drink and stuff like that. Yeah, I hear that, but it's not sacred. It's not sacred because it's so popular. Things that are popular have no they have less power. Things have less power. So if a woman or a man's out there having intercourse with so many people, they're powerless. They're not powerful. It's the powers are going now. Powerless, not powerful. Do you understand? So, when I look at other cultures, I'm a third generation Caribbean from Jamaica, and I have no culture. I have no culture of my own. There's nothing that's mine. I send my son to school, and he hasn't got a religion. I talk to him about spirituality and himself and loving himself and where he's from. And I need to do that a bit more. I need to do that so much more. I take him out to nature, let him know about grounding himself and, planting and stuff like that. But from you do that, you're called satanic by your own people that go to church. It's so, oh gosh, we need a whole conversation on this. This is so deep, and it needs to change. A lot of things need to come up and change the mentality of a whole society. It has to change. It needs to, You got teenagers going to school and they end up hating each other to the point where they end up stabbing each other and killing each other. You got girls out there trying to impress another man or another boy, setting the youths up to get killed. You got honey traps and all that shit out there. Oh my gosh. It's scary out there. I have a little boy and, it's so real out there. We don't understand our bodies. We don't understand our minds. We don't understand the divide and the divides, and it's deep, It's so deep. It's so real out here. It's so real out here. It's so scary. It's so scary. Don't people know that as a black person, as a black woman, that we have so much power? We have so much power to the point where we're being attacked at every little point. We're being attacked. We are attacked. We need to start waking up now. Wake up, please.